Welcome aboard to the L'Oréal Brainstorm. The Eau d'Azur team wishes you a very pleasant flight on the Lancôme Travel Retail experience. For L'Oréal, travel retail is a key channel for winning over 1 billion new consumers. This market, present around the world, could be considered as a sixth continent. A 3 billion inhabitants continent, 90% of them not travel retail customers, who represent a growth potential for Lancôme. A brand that needs to understand their specificities and expectations to provide tailored customer experiences within a highly competitive environment, continuously transform to attract, recruit, and loyalize new customers. Here is Lancôme's challenge in this market today. Team Eau d'Azur welcomes you to travel with two of its inhabitants, Maria and Cheng, and observe their behaviors in order to better assess Lancôme's opportunities in the travel retail market.
Here is Maria, a mid-30s Latin American woman, planning to spend a beauty shopping holiday in Paris. And this is Cheng, a 40-year-old businessman from Shanghai, traveling often abroad for his job, who enjoys doing gift shopping there when he has time.
Both of them are potential travel retail customers as they represent two global shopper profiles, which mean travelers, whether occasional tourists or frequent flyers, mainly coming from emerging countries, associating traveling with shopping. Indeed, the tourism development and international transportation has led to the emergence of Latin American, Asian, and African middle classes new travelers. It explains the yearly plus 10% travel retail market growth and its forecast to double within 10 years. On this market, beauty is the first category, representing a third of turnover and a plus 7% growth.
But Maria and Cheng are not consumers on this market. When traveling, Maria is stressed. After the necessary checks done, she patiently waits for boarding at the departure gate. Cheng, as a frequent flyer, usually arrives at the airport 45 minutes before departure. By the time he goes through check-in and security, boarding is starting and he doesn't have to wait.
As we can see, brands need to take into account these different potential consumers' behavior and habits. Therefore, how can Lancôme transform these travelers into customers? Let's now go back to the beginning. This time, we will observe Maria and Cheng behaviors during their travel experience in order to understand their habits and motivations, and then to better assess Lancôme's opportunities and threats.
Maria, as an occasional tourist, spends a lot of time on websites to prepare her trip. On the contrary, Cheng is quite used to book his flight directly on his smartphone.
It is important to notice different habits among global shoppers. At this stage, brands should already adapt their communication accordingly in order to attract them at the point of sale.
Maria and Cheng are both arriving to their respective airports, Sao Paulo or Shanghai, where digital machines allow them to check in and register their luggage easily.
Digital is a major and expanding stake in the travel experience. Thanks to digital technologies, it will soon be possible to monitor queues or be informed of boarding time. In the future, passengers will not have to check in or wait for security checks thanks to security corridors. All this answers travelers' expectation to save time, a threat for brands that will have to develop alternatives to face this challenge. However, the digital boom is also an opportunity for them to develop new customer experiences. Today, passengers have access to digital tablets to localize brands and their offers in duty-free areas. But 80% of them will appreciate more services and entertainment through interactive devices. Moreover, mobile phones will influence more than 80% of shopping trips in airports by next year. Besides, future airports will become entertainment and well-being places. Art galleries, cinemas, hotels, and rooftop pools will be part of the landscape. Brands need to define opportunities in this new business model, as well as in planes, where the advent of in-flight connectivity will revolutionize the way brands will interact with clients. So how can Lancôme recruit customers in this future context? Let's first meet the brand potential consumers.
Maria and Cheng are now waiting for security check among other passengers. Cheng is used to travel with businessmen like him, and he notices how diversified are travelers nowadays. Lining with him is an American couple flying to the UK, and there are also Russian speakers. Maria is also surrounded by different nationalities, Asian women going to Nice, Nigerians living to London, and Brazilian businessmen on their way to New York City.
All of them are potential Lancôme customers in travel retail. In order to attract and recruit them, it is essential to understand their specific habits and expectations that can differ according to the gender, but also nationalities. First, specificities in terms of beauty consumption and expenses. For instance, Asian and Russian women are more likely to buy skincare products, whereas Europeans and Americans consume more perfumes. The average spending also differs. 320 euros for Chinese, greatest spenders on this market, whereas Brazilian and Russian dedicate 225 euros and Americans 165. Moreover, although global shoppers always associate travel with souvenirs and gifts, We can highlight different motivation when it comes to duty-free purchases. Lower prices attracting Brazilians, whereas it is for Chinese the guarantee to buy true products. Due to gender, motivations are others. For men, 56% of the travelers, airport is the place and opportunity to buy cosmetic gifts and treat themselves. Women enjoy discovering new brands not available in their country, being advised by beauty advisors, and having the complete brands lineup. With diverse motivations come specific expectations that need brands-adapted answers. Which are the cosmetic brands present in travel retail, and how are they answering these expectations?
Maria and Cheng have just arrived to the duty-free area. This retail experience stands out from their usual shopping, with exclusive and limited edition products and optimized merchandising. As Cheng walks around the beauty department, he bumps into the Dior pop-up store. Sensitive to the sophisticated and elegant image, he knows the brand's strong fashion background would be appealing to his wife. On the other side of the world, Maria enters the Chanel podium, recounting the heritage of Mademoiselle, and takes a look at the prestigious and innovative products. During their beauty duty-free tour, they both get offered, in their own languages, Estée Lauder's travel retail exclusive products, and the beauty advisors present them the strong commitment to social causes of this technologically advanced brand.
Aside from Lancome's main competitors that Maria and Cheng discovered, new brands such as L'Oréal Paris, Vichy, or The Body Shop are challenging the historical ones by entering the travel retail market, revealing a great adaptation to the demand. Moreover, competitors get very innovative. Besides exclusive products, brands have trained beauty advisors answering the needs of clients in their own language and adapt their events plans to the cultural agendas of the most represented nationalities in travel retail. Partnerships with airline or airports are also established in order to ease bringing back the purchases. Hotel or home delivery, as well as collect services allowing to store your purchases during your trip time, represent a strong incentive to buy. Concerning the digital aspect, brands develop phone applications allowing pre-duty-free shopping in order to cope with time issues, as well as geolocation-based services to create awareness and traffic.
Maria and Cheng are now visiting the Lancôme corner. Both of them were attracted by the feminine and elegant atmosphere delivered by the podium. Maria knows the brand and has heard of its statement about joie de vivre and happiness, to which she can relate. She also received a personalized email inviting her to get a 7-day Génifique sample to test during her stay in Paris. Cheng is not familiar to the brand, but has heard about iconic products his wife desired, such as La Vie est Belle or Visionnaire. He saw big advertising banners in the hall, and, with the detailed explanations in Chinese the beauty advisors delivered to him, he is thinking of taking advantage of the skincare and miniature sets to spoil his wife. But how could Lancôme loyalize them in the future?
As a matter of fact, customer loyalty is a challenge as many customers discover and purchase new brands in airports. Thus, brands need to tailor strategies according to travelers. While frequent travelers might be more attracted by rewards like points, occasional travelers might prefer discounts. Besides, brands need to improve their customers' data using airports and airlines companies' information. Passenger profile, travel data, and transaction done in the airport will allow them to provide customized loyalty program and unique customer relationship. We raised several questions and opportunities that could be developed to optimize Lancôme travel retail experience. As Leo Burnett said, make it simple, make it memorable, make it inviting to look at. Haute Azur team is now inviting you to join Maria and Cheng on a special flight, a new Lancôme travel retail experience we would like to present you during this next step. During boarding, we will brainstorm on how to attract new customers and create traffic. If advertising is essential to create brand awareness, we also think that targeted communication through booking channels is important to make customers discover the brand and gather customer data too. Indeed, travelers have different habits and expectations Lancôme need to take into account in its strategy. Moreover, in a place where people usually are in a hurry, offering a product pre-ordering system could be a new duty-free experience approach. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board to the Lancôme Travel Retail Experience. Please fasten your seatbelts and exchange with us on new ways to encourage the customer during their travel retail experience to discover Lancôme's products and encourage purchases. We do think a global customer experience will have a strong impact, and to do so, we want to catch the customer's attention with an augmented reality experience in an impactful retail space. Our flight together is coming to an end, but it does not mean the end of the Lancôme experience for Mary and Cheng. Personalizing the experience through the gathering of personal data is the first step to loyalize customers, and knowing that travel retail is a lot of constraints for the customer, offering easier logistics could be the final touch to a memorable Lancôme experience. On behalf of the Côte d'Azur team, I would like to thank you for joining us on this Lancôme Travel Retail experience and are so looking forward to present you our new Lancôme Global Touch experience.